Welcome to the Instagram Stories for Friday, October 21st. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Instagram has a bunch of new announcements, safety things, a lot more. I'm just going to let the head of Instagram explain it all to you.
Today, we're announcing a series of new ways to help creators stay safe on Instagram. If we want people to feel comfortable expressing themselves, we have to give them tools to help them protect themselves on the platform. So 3 different new things. The first is improvements to nudges. Nudges just ask you to take a beat when you're engaging with someone in comments or DMs and it look like things might be getting a little bit tense. But sometimes it's just best to walk away. So there's improvement to nudges when you message any creator and also when you're engaging with comments that look like they might be nasty. The second are improvements to blocking on Instagram. Now today, when you block an account, you can decide to also block any new accounts that person creates. We're now extending that so you can decide to block all the existing accounts that person has already created. And the third is improvements to hidden words, which is a really important and powerful tool to help protect yourself in both comments and DMs. We're expanding the number of languages that we support hidden words in and adding a bunch, including Farsi and Bengali and Tamil. We're also improving misspelling. So if someone spells the word slightly differently, we can still catch it. And lastly, we are also adding more terms to the default list, specifically to target the spam and scams that we see often in both DMs and in comments. Now, if you want to read about any of these and you want to get more details, please check out my link in bio. And we're going to continue to do all that we can to help keep creators safe on Instagram. I'll see you next week. Peace.
I'm going to break that clip down, but before I do, here's a quick word from our sponsor. The Instagram Stories is sponsored by #Slayer.com. Reach new people, build your audience, and grow your business by using #Slayer.com. Sign up with your email address, you don't need to use a Facebook login, and you can get your first month free by using the code IGStories by going to #Slayer.com. Again, that's code IGStories at #Slayer.com. And we're back. All right, let's get into it. First, the ability to block a person and future accounts that they create is absolutely important. Having the ability to block accounts that they've already created seems like a no-brainer that would have been implemented a long time ago, but still nice to see the effort. The part I think is most significant has to do with hidden words. If you're not familiar, hidden words let you essentially filter offensive and harmful comments and DMs. What I like about this is previously you could add certain words. So I get a lot of messages inviting me to be an ambassador of different kinds of things. I don't know why, that's just the kind of spam that I get. So I set it up for my hidden words as a custom word that any message that came to me with the word ambassador would go right to the hidden folder and I wouldn't have to see it. Also, it would prevent me from getting any comments inviting me to be an ambassador of sketchy brands or anything like that. Quick side note on this feature, it was originally implemented for Taylor Swift, who, by the way, dropped a new album today. Have you been listening to that album? My favorite track on it so far is Karma. I'm just going to say that I'm a Taylor Swift fan in case you're not aware. They implemented this feature for Taylor Swift because back in the day when she was having an issue with Kanye and Kim, people were posting so many snake emojis on her posts that it was ridiculous. So they implemented hidden words so she could filter and get out those snakes from her comments and DMs. Setting it up so certain words are filtered already by default is a great idea, as well as being able to catch misspellings of the word. In the scenario that I use, if someone misspelled ambassador on purpose, I would get that message and I would not be impressed with that. So I really like this concept. That's going to do it for today's show. Thanks for listening. I'm going to try to do a weekend episode. I got some really good feedback from you that you like weekend episodes. I'm going to do my best. So be sure to come back tomorrow for more Instagram news.
I'm not yet a member of the Instagram team, but my podcast covers many Instagram themes. But the name, image, logos are trademarks of Instagram and the LCC in the USA and every territory. Everything I publish independently until Zuck returns my DMs and starts to pay my salary. Not sponsored or endorsed, no lies, no fallacies. I use their logo with permission, not malicious or callously. No trademark violation, filling all criteria. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Daniel Hill Media.